Well, here we are. Yet another simulation is beginning. Honestly, Sajo, we've been at this for hours. What are they trying to
I
accomplish here?
know. Maybe trying to make us get good? I don't know.
At what? Fighting fake machines? For what purpose does that accomplish?
Well, presumably we get good at fighting fake machines, so we're better at fighting real machines.
Oh, so we've been conscripted. Is that it? We've been abducted by who knows who to fight in some sort of army at some point. But to what end?
Pretty much.
Who would we be fighting for real then?
For resources, maybe?
Well, this isn't good, so... Wait a minute. You thought that this was just all a game. When shouldn't you be stopping it?
Well, within the context of the game, finding resources for the robots.
Clearly aware that this is more than just the game, now isn't it? Well, regardless of...
Just fight robots for no reason, then people would feel stupid.
Well, frankly, I feel that, you know, regardless of to what extent this is real, I mean, it's already virtual on at least one layer, then we have to get out of here, don't you, Sajo?
Yeah, eventually.
Eventually? Well, what about right now? Why can't we get out right now?
Well, considering you need to, you know, focus, like last time, I'd imagine we probably can't get out quite that easily.
So you're saying that if we went into the trance, like I used to, leave the world of waging armies and snow and ice, that we could get out of here? It works on the same principle.
Might work.
Well, unfortunately, that does pose something of a problem, considering that there are, you know, last time there were not hordes of enemies shooting at me, so I was able to focus and essentially meditate and use the disconnect ability.
Yes, therein lies the problem.
But they keep throwing us into simulation after simulation, so we do not simply have enough time to use the disconnect. It would seem that it is a great conundrum. What do you propose then, Sajo?
Well, I guess stay alive for now and look for an opportunity to get out.
What opportunity? We've been at this for hours. There's been a more or less constant stream of enemies.
Well, that's the end eventually, right?
What makes you think that? I mean, I suppose it could end eventually when our
optimism.
actual bodies die of either old age or lack of nutrients, or I don't suppose they're feeding us anything through tubes or whatnot. What do you think? I don't feel particularly hungry, but I suppose that will happen at some point, wouldn't it? Blast. No, frankly, we were going to have to perform the distant process here. Now, wouldn't we? While fighting, oh dear, that does seem rather strenuous. I guess we'll, as you said, we'll have to keep fighting until there's an opportunity. Blast. In the meantime, as you know, I suppose that since there's really nothing truly at stake, although I mean, you know, it's distracting enough to prevent concentration, but not so much that, you know, it requires all our attention. What say that you know, tell me about this world that you come from, that you claim that I am from as well?
About my world?
Just tell me of it. You know, if it'd be true that I do hail from this world, I would know of it. It doesn't make much sense.
Well, there's people. Lots and lots and lots of people. Kind of a population problem.
In what way? Are there too many people?
70% covered in water. Well, when you have a lot of people, you need a lot of resources like food, water, shelter. The more people there are, the fewer resources there are to go around.
So you're saying that you've competed for these resources then? Just like our, you know, nations were during the famine.
Kind of, yeah. Although most people generally wish to keep it more peaceful than that.
Well, of course. Nobody
Doesn't always work
desires
out that
war
way, though.
unless they're a raging psychopathic warlock like Bracken was, but he's thankfully an anomaly.
Wait, did you just call him a warlock and say he desired war?
Oh, whatever. Was not an intent at birth, Joe.
That pun was intentional, wasn't it?
No.
Sure, it wasn't.
Uh-huh. But anyway, what else about your world is of note? Perhaps that, you know, if you say enough, it might, if indeed you are correct, it might jog my memory in some way. What, could it not? So, Joe, are you there?
I'm there, kind of trying not to get killed by the boss.
Oh, gosh, it won't really kill you.
Nope, but it would still suck.
Fair enough. Fair ally. There you are. You know, when it occurs to me that, you know, these other people fighting by my side, are they computer simulations like the enemies we are facing, or are they too trapped in these simulations? Would it not behoove us to...
If they have unique names, they're usually other people.
So, there are other people then trapped in here, as we are. Could we not free them? Or at least, you know, open contact to them. You know, attempt to find a way out together.
Yeah, there's an in-game typing chat, like I mentioned before. I mean, assuming you have a keyboard, or can conceive of a keyboard.
Well, perhaps you should open communication to them then. Alert them to the state that this is all just a simulation.
I'm pretty sure they're aware it's a simulation.
Ah, so are they content with that then?
Pretty much. I mean, I explained the concept of a game to you before, right?
So they're resigned to the fate, in other words.
Resigned until they get bored and disconnect, yes.
So they know how to disconnect here, but we are still having trouble figuring that out, aren't we? Blast.
Because we have to make you conceive of it in your brain through some
Oh,
Zen
so it's
magic.
my fault now, isn't it?
Well, you're the one who was like, what's an escape button? Yo, the door must be a metaphor for the human condition, instead of just like, it's a picture of a door that symbolizes exiting.
You know what? Right now, I would dare you to disconnect at this moment on your own, but frankly, I fear that if you did so, I would be left all alone now, wouldn't I? We can't have that, not can we?
Yeah, I do it just to prove you wrong, but then everyone else would think I'm a douche.
Oh, a
And
what?
that's the one thing you shouldn't do, is be a douche.
I'm not familiar with this term that you speak of.